Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Daytona, and this is round 1 of season 4 of the Pasky's Cardiac Truck Series. My name is Sam Cooper-Bennett, and we are back on ESPN with Pasky's. We're happy to have these guys back. We sure did miss them while they were gone. The round 1 is about to get started. We're in qualifying right now. And the big question on everyone's lips is, what can Chris Bouchard do to defend his crown? He's won the last 2 seasons, let's not forget. Former champion Ronnie Osmer is in this race as well, so going to be interested to see how he can get back up on the top step after missing last season. Also, as a special treat for all you guys and gals out there that are watching, we do have a special thing on there. If you're watching on the YouTube desktop website, what else would it be? If you see a little suitcase down the bottom of the screen, you will find that that will lead you to the other camera we have operating on this broadcast tonight. That has been operated by one Mr. Tyler Vickery. Good to have him on board with us and good to have him there. If you want to see the race from his point of view, then do not hesitate to go and check him out. He is out there racing right now. He's out there qualifying right now. So make sure you give him a shout out and say hi. But as for right now, this is the main broadcast we're watching right now. My name is Sam Cooper-Bennett. Once again, we're about to get into qualifying. Let's get into it, shall we? This is Pasky's Cardiac Truck Series Season 4. And we've got about 5 minutes left in qualifying, so let's get straight into it, shall we? As you can hear the trucks rumbling around the track. Let's see if we can find someone out there, shall we? Let's go to Mr. Jeff Hollingsworth. Out there in the number 42 truck. Currently sitting on the pole right now. Let's put the top 10 up, shall we? Jeff Hollingsworth currently sitting on the pole. Kevin Paskowicz in second. Brandon Stokes in third. Mike Whitaker in fourth. Matthew Tyrrell is fifth. Devin Doss is in sixth. Seventh is Sean Weaver. Eighth is Rob Jenkins. Ninth, Ron Holyfield. And rounding out your top 10 is Robert Dudley. And you can find him. He's got his own camera running here tonight. And you will see that he is running his own camera on Facebook. So if you go around the various Facebook groups associated with iRacing, you will find him there as well. So quick shout out to him. Just want to check in on this man right here. That is Ray Black Jr. Oh, Ray Black Jr. getting it all wrong through the tri-oval and slams the wall hard. Not going to help him as Tyler Vickery goes into 9th place in the Full Sail University number 24. We're still waiting on times from the likes of Johnny Antonucci, Michael Atkins Jr., who's out on track now in the Tide Silverado. Reigning champion Chris Bouchard is out on track as well, waiting for Trading Paints to update. I'm pretty sure that's not his paint. Come on, Trading Paints. Let's try that again, shall we? Chris Walker jumping into 4th place. And then number 46. That's a good time for him. Sean Weaver is currently creeping into pit road. Let's go back to Chris Bouchard though in the number 28. I'm not sure why his paint is not showing up. Mark Jenkins out there as well. So, people's paint schemes are not showing up. So, I do apologise for that one. Chris Bouchard only P18 on his qualifying run. Tyler Vickery still circulating around the track trying to get as much track time as possible before we go green here tonight. And Ronnie Osmer is in this session, I believe. Yes, he is. He just hasn't set a lap time yet. The people that have not set lap times yet are Jordan Barry, David Bigger, Hoot Baker, Michael Atkins Jr., Ronnie Osmer, Chad Witt, Travis Zudima. I apologise if I'm butchering your name there, as Jenkins and Atkins actually put times in on the board. There is Mark Jenkins, there's Michael Atkins Jr., 18th and 20th respectively. Hoot Baker currently sitting on pit road. I'm not sure why. That's Chris Bouchard goes up to second place. And the number 28 machine. There it is. It's finally showed up. The Schwartz Diesels and Race for Autism, number 28, the reigning champion of the series. And you can see why, qualifying up in second place. 14 one-thousandths of a second slower than Jeff Hollingsworth, who currently occupies the pole position. Is there anybody that can take it away from him? The one man that can take it away from him has not set a time yet, and that's Ronnie Osmer. We know how fast that man is around here. Those who are still watching Chris Bouchard, as Michael Atkins Jr. jumps up to second place. Great time for him. Mark Jenkins there. Tyler Vickery down in P12 now after the late flurry of times. Just under a minute left in qualifying. Great time for him. We're still watching Tyler Vickery there, just circulating around the track. Yeah, thanks James McDavid, who's in the live chat, and hello to Judy Jenkins, who's in the live chat. Jordan Barry should be focusing on the race, and I don't know if I have my number hidden. I haven't checked. And that's about it. Good. Welcome to everybody that is watching right now. I hope we can give you a good race here tonight, and I hope the guys down on track do a good job as well. As qualifying is now over, we're going to put the ticker up on your screen right now. Fantastic new overlay provided by PZ Overlays. Just go and check them out. You know you want to, as it says, to your cars. But for now, we are going to go to the grid, as Jeff Hollingsworth currently occupies the pole position. He'll be joined on the front row by Michael Atkins Jr. On row 2 will be Chris Bouchard and Kevin Pasky, league owner and PH Aware, heavily endorser of PH Aware. Row 3 will be Mark Jenkins and Brandon Stokes. Row 4 will be Chris Walker and Mike Whitaker. And row 5 will be Matthew Tyrrell and Devin Doss. Row 6 will be Sean Weaver and Tyler Vickery. Row 7 will be Rob Jenkins and Ron Hollyfield. Row 8 will be Ray Black Jr. and Robert Dudley. Poor qualifying for Ray Black Jr. Row 9 will be Will Glynn and Tanner Costa. And row 10 will be Johnny Antonucci and Lonnie Barrington returning to the series. Ronnie Osmer and David Bigger make up row 11. Row 12 will be Jordan Barry and Travis Zudima. Hoot Baker and Chad Witt will make up the 25th and 26th positions. And they will also be starting shotgun on the field. The 26 cars set to take the green here. You see them all about to roll off there. All nicely lined up. A brand new season about to get underway. 100 laps around this fantastic Daytona track. As you see Jeff Hollingsworth there. Michael Atkins Jr. sitting there as well. You see Chris Bouchard and Kevin Pasky. Pasky running a new paint here for tonight. The Palmetto Distillery is taking centre stage on the hood of that truck this season. Just getting ready to get them going. the way that paint turned out. And it's got Japanese writing on the bumper of Kevin Paskiewicz' truck. You see Mike Whitaker's driving a blue tie-dye scheme, I believe. Take a look at that. Yep, blue tie-dye. Interesting. As they all get figured out now, Jeff Hollingsworth is your leader. He will be taking them to the green here for this first race of the season. Reigning champion Chris Bouchard, as I've already mentioned, down there in P3. But at this track, it's anybody's guess who is going to win this exciting encounter at Daytona. Always a crapshoot when we come here. Down the back straight they come. And this is what happens when you have a drink and you're not prepared for speaking straight afterwards. But anyway, down the back stretch they come. We are getting ready to get them going. Set them loose for 100 laps here. Around this 2.5 mile behemoth here at Daytona. Let's go to the start finish line because you know they're going to be right there. As they come out of turn 4. And you see the pack there just coming out of turn 4. There goes the pace car. And we're just waiting for Jeff Hollingsworth to get us going. And we are under green here. 100 laps season 4 is underway for the Pasky Cardiac Truck Series. And Jeff Hollingsworth going to lead everybody into turn 1 here. 2 by 2 as they come down towards the first corner. And already a couple of people getting down the straight. You see Brandon Stokes and Kevin Paskiewicz just stepping out a bit there, going for turns 1 and 2. But it's Jeff Hollingsworth that's going to lead them out onto the backstretch here for the first time here tonight. Into turn 3, and already here comes Chris Bouchard. You see some 3 wide action back there. It's Michael Atkins Jr. being shuffled out there by Brandon Stokes. Chris Walker is right there as well. Let's not forget about him. He's a very fast driver. Made his name in Top Fuel Racing of all places. But very close action as the first lap is completed and in the books here at Daytona. Let's take a bit further look back in the pack here as we see Ray Black Jr. currently side by side with Robert Dudley. Right behind them is Tanner Costa running the Exalta number 24. Chris Bouchard is going to have the nose out as they come down the backstretch here. Going to get a big push there off Brandon Stokes. And Mark Jenkins already up there as well. Going to give Hollingsworth a push now out of turn 4. And Hollingsworth going to lead that second lap. Importantly, Brandon Stokes looking for a third lane or just trying to breathe the engine on that truck. Don't want to burn it off too early. Back to Matthew Tyrrell and Devon Doss. See, they are side by side as well. The 2 teammates. Chris Walker right there in that green livery number 46. Interesting colour there for Chris Walker. Rob Jenkins back there. Tyler Vickery, the man who's operating the onboard camera here tonight. He's currently sitting there in P14, make that P13 as he gets around the outside of Rob Jenkins. I don't even know what this camera is. Wow, that's bad. So, Vickery is in P13, but your leader still on lap 3 is Jeff Hollingsworth. Look at the action at the front here. As it looks like Rob Jenkins getting shuffled out back there. And it is Rob Jenkins that's getting shuffled out back there. There's got Hoot Baker right behind him and Travis Zadima right in front of him. And Zadima actually Starting to chase down Robert Dudley, who's fallen back a couple of spots. Jordan Barry is right there in the number 57. Number 26, not the 57. North to Jordan Barry. Back of the front now, we have 19.6 laps remaining. 5 laps in already. Very close action here. You see Mark Jenkins giving Jeff Hollingsworth that push. He needs to stay out. Get that nose out in front. And Chris Bouchard is there trying to get a push off Brandon Stokes, but Stokes not close enough. Paskowicz and Walker just sitting back there, just watching the action in front of them. Same for Michael Atkins Jr. Same for Matthew Tyrrell. He's right there too. Mike Whitaker is right there too. Don't discount him. If there's a fuel race, he'll be the man that's going to try and take it here. He has Devon Doss right behind him. You see him right there. Down the bottom of the track, that's Sean Weaver in the number 37. Right behind him is Ron Holyfield in the number 1. No real decals on his car, or truck, sorry. As there's some shuffling around going out the back there. Not sure what that's about. That is the jag scheme of Ronnie Osmer. Ronnie Osmer running the Jegs truck in celebration of our broadcast partner, Mr. Tony Trapasso. New place of employment. So fantastic to hear, Tony. Glad to hear you getting back on your feet and hope to hear you back in the booth very soon. He's got Will Glynn right behind him there in P20. We've got Antonucci, Ray Black Jr., David Bigger is back there as well with Chad Witt, Hoot Baker. Rob Jenkins is the man at the tail end of the field. Back at the front again. Now you see Chris Walker has now decided to push Kevin Paskowicz forward, and as Mark Jenkins is starting to fall backwards, being shuffled out through the middle there. You see Matthew Tyrrell as we got one in the wall, and that's Michael Atkins Jr. Chris Walker's around, and it's the big one already here on lap 8 of 100. Made that lap 7 on the tail end of lap 7. Go back and find out exactly what happened here. It looks like Brandon Stokes got the start of it. Take another look here. And it looks like he got... Wow. Mark Jenkins actually turning Brandon Stokes there. I'm going to take another look from the if I can find it. I'll find a spotter cam here. And we're going to find... No. Let's take another look at that from the spotter cam. Oh, that was actually Chris Walker. Take another look at that. And it looks like Chris Walker got into either Matthew Tyrrell or Mark Jenkins, one of the two. Unfortunately, coming together, it could have been a bad push there. We can't really see exactly what we've done. We've got a bit of a closer look here. And it was Brandon Stokes and Chris Walker coming together, actually. So, Mark Jenkins, neither Mark Jenkins or Matthew Tyrrell had anything to do with it. They actually got away with it pretty safe and sound. Unfortunately for Devon Dawson, Michael Atkins Jr. and Tanner Costa getting into that. Luckily, Tyler Vickery, I believe, got away with that. Oh, no. Oh, that was close. So we're under green here, and we've got a lot of trucks that have taken it pit side. So we have that in action right now. So your leader right now, the people that haven't pitted right now are Jeff Hollingsworth, Kevin Pasquich, Tyler Vickery, and Ray Black Jr. hasn't pitted either. Lonnie Barrington has been in pit road but went straight through. Same for Barrington and Bigger actually. Not sure why they were in pit road for so short time, but who knows. Chris Bouchard currently sitting in 7th. Mark Jenkins, Matthew Tyrrell, Ron Holyfield, Brandon Stokes, who was involved in that wreck there. Got into it with Chris Walker, who incidentally has put his truck on the hauler already. No, he hasn't actually. There he is. And the Gas Monkeys number 46. Mike Whittaker was caught up in it as well. He's currently sitting on pit road. He's just coming out actually. So he does not lose a lap. Chris Walker did lose a lap, so he will have to get the lucky dog next time round. As the lights are off on the pace car, we're about to get them going again. So Jeff Hollingsworth going to have the lead again when we go back to green here. You see Kevin Pasquich there. Got that red Japanese writing on the back of his truck. That means Godzilla, ladies and gentlemen. Godzilla. The Godzilla has not gone away, even though he's running a new paint scheme here tonight. Yes, James, I caught the wreck. So, through turns 3 and 4 we go. We're about to get them going once again. They're not exactly tightened up here. Kind of makes me worried for the restart, but they're starting to figure it out now as we go back to Jeff Hollingsworth here, getting ready to get them going. And we're going to go to our first Crank It Up cam of the night. Seeing as they're all bunched up like they are. You see Ronnie Osmer at the very back there in the Jegs, number 55. Pace car is off and we're ready to get them going once again. And away we go again. Lap 11. We are back on the green again and we're almost immediately going to go straight to Crank It Up on ESPN. So we're back here on ESPN from the Crank It Up camera. You saw that racing action right there. Very close paced stuff between the top 10 and pretty much everybody in that pack there. We're starting to see a bit of separation though. You see Robert Dudley there starting to fall away from the lead pack, and you see while all that's been going on, look at who's joined that little party there. He was right at the back of the field at one point. That's Ronnie Osmer, and he's bringing Chris Bouchard and Will Glynn with him. You see Hugh Baker, Robert Dudley and Travis Zedema up the top there. Very close racing action here from everybody. As Ronnie Osmer picks up another position on Devon Doss now. These guys are flying through the pack, so they need to be careful. Kevin Pasky has started falling back somewhat. I believe he's trying to breathe some air into that engine. Brandon Stokes is still right there despite the wreck he had on lap 7. At the end of lap 7. Ronnie Osmer's getting closer and closer. He's up to that top 10 already. Still to the inside. As Brandon Stokes is pulling to one side and he's going out of the way. Got to breathe some air to that engine and drop back into the pack a little bit more. And he's going to join with the fast guys. That's Will Glynn right behind him. You see Tyler Vickery up on the high side. However, Tyler Vickery is one lap down. You can catch his onboard reactions as they are happening right now. Just hit that little suitcase if you're watching on the desktop. And you'll see the action unfolding while he's driving in the cockpit. Meanwhile, back in the front, Ray Black Jr. still holds on to the lead here. Question is, can he hold on to it? Because here comes Mark Jenkins to that outside. Very strong driver, and he's got his brother Rob Jenkins right behind him. The two Jenkins brothers are really flying right now. We've got someone that's having a connection issue there because there's kicking up smoke there. They come out of turn 4. Across the line and give that lap to Mark Jenkins. Looks like Matthew Tyrrell starting to get in on the action as well. He jumps up to the outside as Ray Black Jr. gets a bit out of shape there coming out of turn 2. Got a tiny bit sideways, managed to save it, and that's the testament to his real-life NASCAR driving skills. He actually knows how to control these trucks very, very nicely. Although he does drive in the Xfinity Series, but that's just to count my argument. Anyway, good check on Ronnie Osmer, still sitting in that 10th spot in the bright yellow Jegs machine. Sitting right behind his teammate Kevin Pasky right now, as looks like Sean Weaver starting to make a lane of his own right now. He's starting to push his way forward as well. As Matthew Tyrrell now goes to the front. As we got a wreck here! Didn't quite see who that was. It looked like it was Tyler Vickery. Let's take a look here. Oh, Sean Weaver got up into the wall, couldn't control it, and Kevin Pasky in it as well. And Chad Witt just wrecking by himself in the background there. What happened to him? He was trying to slow down for the wreck and unfortunately got himself wrecked in the process. Scraped the wall. Came down in front of Chris Walker. Chris Walker had to go evasive there. But let's go on board with Tyler Vickery and see exactly what happened from his point of view. You can actually see this on the other camera as well. Look on the gyro cam, I think. Where's the gyro? There it is. Not sure if he's got some serious damage there. He's still one lap down. He won't get the lucky dog now. That will go to this man here, Chris Walker. I believe. But Matthew Tyrrell getting the lead of the race just before the caution came out. Rob Jenkins is in second. Mark Jenkins sits in third. Michael Atkins Jr. is in fourth. Chad Witt is at the toe, unfortunately. Ray Black Jr. is back there as well. Fell back with those older tyres. Same with Jeff Hollingsworth. He started falling back just before the caution. Sean Weaver got into the wall. That was him that started that incident. Kevin Pasky was involved in it as well. Looks like Ronnie Osmer might have got a piece of it as well. And he did. Look at the front end of his truck. Little bit pancaked there. A little bit pancaked as Rob Jenkins decides to stay out. So he wants to get a point for leading a lap here, and he does. But everybody down in pit road now. Who is going to win the race off pit road? Look at the speed they're coming into pit road though. Chris Bouchard flying into his box there. Kevin Pasky in a very weird angle in his box as well. And it looks like it's going to be Matthew Tyrrell winning the race off pit road here. Michael Atkins Jr. might have got off second. It might have been Jeff Hollingsworth. Not really sure. Going to have to get confirmation of that. As Kevin Pasky currently sitting in pit road. Probably going to fall to the back here. Get some of that damage fixed before taking a fast repair. Very wise choice. Will Glynn is back there as well. He might have got involved in it. Brandon Stokes is sitting in pit road getting some damage fixed as well. As we're having technical difficulties, it seems. But there goes Pasky as he leaves pit road. And there's the confirmation. Chris Walker did get the lucky dog. He is back on the lead lap now. Sean Weaver and Ronnie Osmer both in pit road as well. There is Osmer. There is Weaver. Tyler Vicker is still circulating with a broken truck, it seems. And he's not going to get that lap back as Rob Jenkins is going to stay out, it seems. Oh, Tyler, you should have stayed out. Never mind. But he did have damage on that truck, so that's probably going to hurt him. Rob Jenkins goes into pit road after getting that bonus point. That's going to leave Matthew Tyrrell back out in charge. You see him right there. As looks like Lonnie Barrington going to get away the round as well. Along with Ron Holyfield. They're going to get their laps back. And Tyler Vickery, Mike Whitaker, and Brandon Stokes. No, someone's got connection problems there, and it's really affecting my ATVO. There's Matthew Tyrrell. The man in charge at this moment. Tyler Vickery and Michael Whitaker will be the only ones. Mike Whitaker will be the only ones to lap down when it all cycles out. You've got Lonnie Barrington and Ron Holyfield looking to get way around. Everybody else managed to get back on the lead lap, it seemed. Osmer back on pit road now in the Jegs number 55. Question is he going to get it going? He will. He should start moving now, and he does. He's back up and running again. He will get out in front of the pace car. And the pace car lights should go off this time by. Let's watch for the lights. And the lights do go off. So Matthew Tyrrell going to bring him back to the green as your leader. Jeff Hollingsworth's going to be in second. Michael Atkins Jr. in third. Robert Dudley up to fourth now. And Hoot Baker in the top five as well. So, nice one for him. He's up there as well. Devin Doss in the top 10 as well. There's Tanner Costa. Johnny Antonucci. Travis Edema, who's making his debut here tonight, is up there as well. You see him there in the number 90. Brandon Stokes in the 21, back out in the top 10. There is Will Glynn. David Bigger. And when the fence gets out of the way. There you go. There he is. And the Southwest paint scheme. Chris Walker there in the Gas Monkey number 46. He's got Sean Weaver to his inside. Ray Black Jr. is back there as well. There is Chad Witt, who had that self-incident there during the last wreck that happened. But I digress. Anyway, they're making their way through turns 3 and 4. We're about to get them going once again here on lap 24 of 100 here. They come out of turn 4 now. We're about to get them going once again here. And the green is out again. Matthew Tyrrell going to lead them all down towards turn 1. Pretty much single file at the back there. Matthew Tyrrell going to take the lead into turn 1. Jeff Hollingsworth almost immediately dropping to the bottom line there. You see Michael Atkins Jr. going to opt for the high side as they come out of turn 2. Looks like Devin Doss is going to go with him. Followed by, I believe that's Tanner Costa and Travis Edema is going to go up the high side as well. Yes, he is. 59, Johnny Antonucci. Had the pleasure of meeting him at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Great guy to meet in person. Great family. I have nothing but love for that guy. Great guy. Michael Atkins Jr., meanwhile, he's going to get the nose down in front as they come down towards the line, though. And he is going to get the lap led here. So through turns 1 and 2. 3 and 4, I believe. That's through 1 and 2. Michael Atkins Jr. is your leader. Devin Doss giving him the push that he needs as Doss dives to the bottom of the line. And he's going to have his teammate right behind him. So we're going to have 2 teammates working simultaneously to stay out in front here. And how Jeff Hollins would love his teammate Chris Walker to join him at the front there. The No Limit Racing team. Phenomenal Evolution, don't forget, are the other team in this one. Other team in this one as well. As almost collision there between Michael Atkins Jr. and Tanner Costa. Let's take a look at Chris Walker while we're back there as David Bigger gonna drop back here. Where is he? There he is. And he falls back in just behind Sean Weaver. There's Jordan Barry on the outside of him. Ron Holyfield going with him as well. There's Ron Holyfield just ahead of David Bigger, who's still falling backwards. He's got Kevin Paskowitz right behind him now. But remember, Paskowitz was involved in that last caution. And he's got Tyler Vickery, a teammate, right behind him. So 2 teammates working together. That's Ray Black Jr. down the bottom of the track. Not sure what happened there. And we have wrecks happening up here. Not sure what's going on. Or do we? Yes, we do. But what happened here, as Chris Walker and Robert Dudley involved in that, so 2 No Limit Racing. Oh, is that Chad Witt in the wall in the big way? That's Chris Walker. And a lot of other drivers involved in that as well. Let's take a look and see what happened there. Oh, it was Chad Witt and Chris Walker got into it. Robert Dudley involved. Brandon Stokes involved. David Bigger through the grass. Chris Bouchard through the grass. There's somebody blinking in the background there. Not sure who that was, but big incident there. Big incident. Ronnie Osmer, I'm hoping wasn't involved in that one, but Ronnie Osmer having some storm trouble where he is right now, so that's probably why he's blinking a bit. I'm going to take a look and see from Robert Dudley's point of view what happened there, because we'll take it back a bit further. See it from his gyro cam. Oh, it looks like Michael Acken Jr. got into the wall. Antonucci and Black almost getting into it. Robert Dudley going down to the apron. Ray Black forcing his way up to the track again. Or just waiting for some space anyway. And oh! Let's go back and find out what was going on there. And that was Chad Witt. Wow, Chad Witt really not getting it right at all. Cutting across the nose of Chris Walker. And that's what started that melee. It didn't help with the fact that Michael Atkins Jr. got a bit out of shape. It kind of scared the living bejesus out of everybody there. We've got quite a few takers down pit road now. Michael Atkins Jr. is down. Someone just blew their engine on pit road. And there is Kevin Pasky coming out of pit road. Almost gets into Sean Weaver. And Johnny Antonucci as well. Johnny Antonucci very close to crossing that yellow line. That would have given him a penalty. Still got quite a lot of trucks in pit road though. There's Michael Atkins Jr. in pit road. He's just coming out now. Rob Jenkins just coming out now. Brandon Stokes, Mark Jenkins, Chris Walker taking the second fast repair of the night. There's Ray Black Jr. There is Ronnie Osmer. And there is the I won't get his name right as well. Zedema. As Robert Dudley going to be the last one to leave pit road right now. Devin Doss got the lead just before the caution came out. He is the man at the point right now. Matthew Tyrrell in second. And the Hoot Man is in third place. Great position for him as we're on lap 29 of 100. We'll be right back with some more racing action very, very soon. And we are back here at Daytona, the field making its way into turn number 3, as Devin Doss is going to lead them back to the green here at Daytona. Very well deserved position for both for Doss, Tyrrell and Hoot Baker, who's doing very well so far, up in 3rd place. He's got Jeff Hollingsworth to his outside, so he needs to be careful. You know how fast Hollingsworth is on this restart, as we're about to get them going once again, as the pace car is off. The field is down in control of Devin Doss, and we're back on the green once again on lap 32 of 100 here at Daytona. And a very clean restart by everybody, it has to be said. Although there is a lot of shuffling around. I see Michael Atkins Jr. jumping to the high side in the background there. Very familiar with that high side, it seems. On the restarts, wants to get it to that high side as quickly as possible. It looks like Lonnie Barrington got out of shape there, coming out of 2. Looks like Ray Black Jr. got a bit out of shape there, coming onto the apron again. Devin Doss, though, still your leader. Matthew Tyrrell is in 2nd. Hoot Baker is in 3rd. And it's got Chris Bouchard for company right behind him, the reigning champion. Running very nicely in the top 5 so far. It looks like Ron Holyfield is on his way into pit road. One man that's made his way back into the top 10 is that man there, Mr. Kevin Pasky. He's got his teammate and brother right to the outside of him. That's Will Glynn. Sean Weaver is right there. Lonnie Barrington is the man right in front of him, though. And he's got to try and get around him as quickly as possible if he wants to join his brother a bit further up the field. He's got a couple of car lengths over him now. Will Glynn now making his way forward in towards the top 5 as Ray Black Jr. gets below that yellow line once again on the apron. Hoot Baker doing everything he can to hold on to that 3rd place. A fantastic position for him there. Here comes Bouchard to the outside, though. Very aggressive move by the reigning champion, as they go down to complete another lap here, and Bouchard got to complete the outside pass on Hoot Baker very easily, it has to be said. And Bouchard got to try it again to the outside in turn 1. Really seems to have a lot of momentum in that truck right now. Kind of doesn't make Hoot Baker look as bad as he initially thought. I mean, Hoot Baker's not a bad driver, as Jordan Barry goes to the bottom line now to drop back for the field. He's got Robert Dudley to his outside. Right behind him will be Brandon Stokes now. And Chad Witt has put it behind the wall. No surprise after that big hit he took on that last caution. As now Jeff Hollingsworth is your leader in this race. Devin Doss is now in 2nd. Chris Bouchard currently sits in 3rd. And Will Glynn up to the top 5 now. Currently sitting in P5 to that outside. He's going to be moving up to 4th now, as he's going to dispatch of Matthew Tyrrell on the outside. He's pushing the living daylights out of Chris Bouchard now. That's all to play for these guys. Everybody wants to get that all-important first win in the books. I mean, there is no win and you're in system here. You have to point your way in, but a win most definitely helps towards getting those points on the board. As Bouchard now going to try to the outside of Hollingsworth again to try and take the lead of this race. And he's still being pushed by Will Glynn. You see Michael Atkins Jr. still on that high side right behind him. Mark Jenkins getting back into the conversation as well. Rob Jenkins is right there. Sean Weaver is right there as well. Weaver's no stranger to NASCAR racing. I mean, he runs modifieds on a regular basis, so he definitely knows how to be around other people all the time on an oval. Rob Jenkins, Hoot Baker now falls back to P10. Still a fantastic position there for the man in the 82. Lonnie Barrington will be sitting right on his outside. That is Tanner Costa right behind him. And there is Johnny Antonucci as well, with Ronnie Osmer up to the P14 spot. Now he was at the back on the restart. Now he's back in the top 15 as he's going to try and dispatch Tanner Costa on that outside line. You see at the front there, Jeff Hollingsworth and Chris Bouchard still duking it out for the lead there as they come out of turn 2. And Hollingsworth still going to have that nose out in front. He has led quite a few laps here tonight. Let's take a look at the summary right now. We've had 3 cautions, 10 lead changes, and there is 64 laps of this race remaining. Let's take a look at the weather right now. Air temperature is 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Track temperature 69 degrees Fahrenheit. So very cool out there, despite the summer conditions right now. Jeff Hollingsworth still your leader right here. Devin Doss and Matthew Tyrrell are still right there. Doss actually being scored in 3rd place right now. Just a hair ahead of Will Glynn. As I just say that, Will Glynn does get that 3rd place away from Devin Doss on that outside line. But the momentum is shifting all the time here. Checking on our man on the other camera, that is Mr. Tyler Vickery, currently sitting on the outside there, helping his teammate Ronnie Osmer. Just being the man at the back there, and their other teammate Kevin Pasky is right there as well. He's fallen back ever so slightly. He's down in P16 right now. Back to the front here. Chris Bouchard still in 2nd place. Devin Doss had it for a second there, but Bouchard getting that push he needed from Devin Doss as we not Devin Doss, as Will Glynn, as we've just seen Lonnie Barrington into the wall. Not what he wanted to see at this early stage of the race. Let's take another look and see what happened here. Barrington running in the middle of the track there. He shuffled himself out and straight into the wall. Into the marbles, nothing he could have done there. But he's going to lose a ton of spots and get a bit of damage on in the process. He falls behind Chris Walker now. And everybody's very out of shape here at the front now. So out of turn 2 they come on lap 40 of 100. 3 cautions we've had here tonight so far. 3 big ones we've had as well. So Daytona showing its true colours here tonight. We'll take a look at Sean Weaver just back there in P8 right now. Has got Rob Jenkins to his outside right now. Almost getting into the side of Rob Jenkins there as they come out of turn 4. Complete another lap now. We are 60 laps remaining before the end of this race. Will Glynn taking a high look there as they go towards turn 1. Probably breathing that engine ever so slightly. Yeah, he's going to get a bit of air to that engine. And Will Glynn, no stranger to those truck wins. He got a win earlier today at Iowa in the official series. So definitely no stranger to getting on victory lane. Chris Bouchard and Jeff Hollingsworth, definitely no stranger to victory lane, as Bouchard forces his way to the bottom there and into the lead. Great move there by the reigning champion. And you know he wants to get this championship defence off right. Going for the 3-peat this season. Mark Jenkins back there in P6 right now, just ahead of Sean Weaver, who's on that bottom line. Will Glynn has been hung out to dry on that high side. Mark Jenkins going to do everything he can to push him. But Will Glynn is up there and he's feeling a bit lonely right now. As Mark Jenkins goes for the middle and he gets it all wrong. Mark Jenkins just got it absolutely wrong there. Tried to shuffle out Will Glynn and it just went terribly wrong for him there. Take another look at that. Let's take a look from the box cam. No, tried to go through the middle. And looks like Sean Weaver got collected in that. Look, Sean Weaver actually might have come up a lane and caught him. Didn't realise he was there in the middle. Hugh Baker was caught in that in a big way as well. Tyler Vickery was in that. Take a look at it from Tyler Vickery's point of view, because he was trying to get around it and he just got caught up. We see the accident happen right in front of him. Vickery goes to the grass, gets caught by Mark Jenkins. Thankfully, I'm hoping he doesn't hit anything. And he didn't. Wow, that dip in the grass came to his rescue. Got some rear end damage though. See Ray Black Jr., David Bigger, looks like Rob Jenkins. Will Glynn definitely involved in that. Hoot Baker was involved in that, smoking heavily. And we've got quite a few people in pit road. Sean Weaver is in there. There goes Will Glynn out of pit road now. Mike Whitaker is out of this race, it seems. He was 2 laps down. Chad Witt already put his car on the hauler. Will Glynn, though, going to be the last man on the lead lap as Ron Holyfield is still a lap down. He might get the lucky dog out of this, actually. Sean Weaver still in pit road. Tyler Vickery still... He's going to come down and get another repair done, as is Mark Jenkins. Jeff Hollingsworth is going to be the first man out of pit road, followed by Chris Bouchard, followed by Chris Walker up to third place. Only took 2 tyres, so Chris Walker opting for the tyre strategy already in this race. Very interesting choice of paint scheme for Mr. Walker. Michael Atkins Jr. is in 4th. Ronnie Osmer up to the top 5 now, followed by his teammate Kevin Pasky. Johnny Antonucci running very solidly in the top 10. There's Lonnie Barrington, Rob Jenkins, Mark Jenkins, who was involved in that last wreck. Tanner Costa is sitting just outside the top 10 in 11th, followed by Jordan Barry. Matthew Tyrrell is back there. Devin Doss is back there too. Ron Holyfield now back on the lead lap after taking his lucky dog. Ray Black Jr., he's been through the wars tonight in the Suave number 07. And there's Will Glynn. David Bigger coming out of pit road as well. Travis Zudima. Brandon Stokes. Tyler Vickery just been in pit road as well. He'll be coming out right now. Robert Dudley right behind him there. Sean Weaver now out of pit road. As is Hoot Baker. As we are going to grab an interview with somebody here tonight, and I believe I've already chosen my victim, so let's go to him right now. Let's go on board with him. See him right there. As Ronnie Osmer, we're going to speak to him right now if I can find him. There he is, and he's going to join me in the booth right now. Ronnie Osmer, Sam up in the booth. You got me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Just want to touch base with you there. Just you're running a brand new paint scheme here tonight. No flames on the car. Just talk us the reason behind you running the jag scheme tonight.
Well, as you know, part of our phenomenal Evolution team member Tony Trapasso got his new job at Jegs, and he painted this very nice truck for me, and he asked if I wanted to race it. I said I'll give it a race. So just to help Tony out and give him a shout out.
Absolutely, and it seems to be working for you so far. You've managed to find your way from the back of the field all the way up to P5. Certainly seems to be a good omen for you. I mean, you're no stranger to the yellow and black, especially that one infamous ARCA race a couple of years ago.
Well, the trucks are going the exact same speed, so the only difference is this is night, that was day.
So what can you do here going forward? You've got 55 laps left in this race. You're in the top 5. I'm taking this balls to the wall from here now.
Not yet. I'm still playing it patient. There's a lot that can happen in these 55, 54 laps. So I'm gonna wait for my shot, and then you'll know when I'm going.
Oh, well, I always do. So, yeah, Ronnie, well, lights are off on the pace car. Thanks for explaining that about the Jag scheme. Congratulations to Tony Trapasso going out there. And, yeah, we'll let you get back to racing. Hopefully we'll be speaking to you afterwards.
Hope so.
And that was Ronnie Osmer joining me in the booth there. So, yeah, very proud to be running the paint scheme for our very own Mr. Tony Trapasso. Tony, hoping to have you back in the booth soon, sir. We look forward to that day when you come back. As we are going to about to go to green here, and Jeff Hollingsworth will be the man to lead them back to that green flag. We've had 4 cautions here. This is the end of the 4th caution. As they make their way through 3 and 4, Jeff Hollingsworth, Rookie of the Year last season. Feels strange we call him a rookie, but he was. Rookie of the season. Grabbed a few wins in both the Trucks and the Xfinity Series, the now defunct Xfinity Series. Been replaced by the Cup cars as they come out of Turn 4. And he'll be hoping to go one better this time round as he is looking to claim the same another championship here. Pace car is off and we are up and running once again. Green flag flies. 54 laps to go here at Daytona. David Bigger in pit road once again. Problems there for the man in the 57. So big unfortunate incidents going there for both him and his teammate Ray Black Jr. Not sure what's going on there for him, but Black Jr. Ray Black has just been through the wars tonight. As you see, Ronnie Osmer giving Chris Bouchard one hell of a push there as they go down the backstretch. You see teammates working together now. Jeff Hollingsworth and Chris Walker, both of No Limit Racing, working together. And looking up at the top 5 as well, Kevin Pasky is up there too. You see Michael Ackers Jr. and Matthew Tyrrell battling out right behind them. As there's Johnny Antonucci and Devin Doss is there. Got another one bringing it down pit road, I believe. That might be Tadema. That's not Tadema. That is Jordan Barry coming in pit road. So, not sure what's going on with him. Might have a penalty for bad restart. Who knows? Yep, he had a stop and go there. So, Jordan Barry is up and away again. Won't lose a lap out of that because it was just literally a stop and a go. As everybody's getting shuffled out here, everybody's shuffling around trying to find their decent positions. And here comes Chris Bouchard again. Another aggressive move to the front hand, leaving Osmer out to dry. Just like he did with Devin Doss earlier in the race. Was it Devin Doss? Might have been. As they come out down and they complete another lap and they go into turn 1. Hollingsworth, you know he's going to want that lead back as soon as possible. Going to be pushing the living daylights out of Chris Bouchard, but here comes Ronnie Osmer now to that outside. And Ronnie, I thought you weren't going yet, but he's going for the lead here. He's got the nose out in front. Can he keep it out in front as they go through turn 3? The answer is no. Bouchard going to get that better speed on that bottom line. But Osmer's not going to give it up that quickly as he's going to get a big run on the outside there as they come down towards the line. Going to be side by side, almost banging doors there. Give that lap to Ronnie Osmer by the closest of margins. 66 thousandths of a second. I think I'm going to be closer than that, surely. But it's very close here as Osmer now in the lead. Got the car, got his truck down in front of Bouchard. Now, what can Matthew Tyrrell do here? He has the lead on the outside line. He's got Johnny Antonucci right behind him. And he has, I believe that's Devin Doss right there. Doss going to jump to the bottom. Right in front of Ray Black Jr. The Black Jr. back up into the top 10 now. He's going to move ahead of Matthew Tyrrell. Big incident there for Jeff Hollingsworth. What a save, though, Gonna lose a ton of momentum here. Gonna fall right back. Let's take another look at that one. Was trying the outside line. Chris Bouchard came on the track and Hollingsworth's took the air off Jeff Hollingsworth's nose. And what a save for Hollingsworth there. Great recovery. And does he have an answer for that one? Because that was a bit of a cheeky move there by Bouchard. As Bouchard now back to the front here, ahead of Osmer. Devin Doss back up to third place. Chris Walker is leading that outside line now with Matthew Tyrrell right behind him. Ron Holyfield is in the top 10 as well. He's in P7. And he's got Jeff Hollingsworth right out all over his rear tailgate now. Johnny Antonucci starting to fall back a bit now. Robert Dudley is the last man in the top 10. He's moving to the inside of Antonucci. That's going to put Antonucci on the tail end of the top 10 now. As Ray Black Jr. going to the high side. What was going on there? As, Holyfield and Doss going to get into it. Doss, I hope he doesn't come back on the track. He doesn't. Take another look and see what happened there. Ray Black Jr. and Devin Doss getting into it there. And then just loses the back end a bit. And wow. Let's see if I can get a better look at that, because that was not the spotter cam. See it right there. And Ron Holyfield going for a ride there. Went for a spin, and we are under caution. We are under caution. Not sure who that involved. It wasn't Tyler Vickery this time. I think it was the incident between Devin Doss and Ron Holyfield that brought out the caution. Because Ron Holyfield did spin back up on the track. Let's take another look and see. Yeah, that was always going to bring out caution there. The Holyfield spinning back up on the track, that caused caution number 5 here. Let's take another look back at that incident there between the two. Very, very scary there. Devin Doss managed to live to fight another day, but Ron Holyfield going for a spin there, almost collecting Tanner Costa in the process. The only damage there is the damage from their little collision there where Holyfield went up onto 2 wheels. And Devin Doss got that collision as well. They can get that back in pit road and fixed, but definitely a scary incident for the two. It started with Devin Doss and Ray Black Jr. almost getting into each other. And it just ended with Ron Holyfield being the innocent bystander in that one, as Jeff Hollingsworth's going to stay out of pit road and get the lead back here. And everybody else is going to bring a pit side, so we're going to take it back to the pit cam here. Chris Bouchard already in his pit box. Here comes Michael Atkins Jr., here comes Kevin Paskowicz. Out already is Osmer, out already is Robert Dudley, out already is Chris Walker. And everybody else taking 4 tyres, it seems. See the rest of the field just making their way out of pit road now. As Hollingsworth will be your leader now. Chris Bouchard will be second. Ronnie Osmer in third. Robert Dudley in fourth. Fifth is Chris Walker. Back up to sixth now is Will Glynn, after taking only 2 tyres. So Bouchard, Osmer, Dudley, Walker and Glynn all took only 2 tyres. Everybody else from Johnny Antonucci back took 4. So interesting there as Tyler Vickery is back on pit road there. So Vickery in pit road. I'm not sure if he's in his truck right now. He is. He's just getting some damage fixed. And he leaves pit road again. He's just in front of the lead pack, so he's down and away. Remember, if you want to see it from this guy's point of view, then hop on, just click the little suitcase icon in the bottom of the screen if you're watching from a desktop computer. That will take you to his point of view as he is behind the wheel of that number 24 Full Sail University truck. He's got the PH Aware on the back as well, so that's proving that he is the other member of Phenomenal Evolution. Speaking of Phenomenal Evolution, Ronnie Osmer leading that team now in 3rd place. Will Glynn is in 6th place for that team as well. Where is Kevin Pasky? Back in P20, so very far back for him. And Tyler Vickery back in P22. 2 drivers taking their drives behind the wall here tonight. That is Mike Whittaker and Chad Witt. Whittaker just not really getting going here tonight, and unfortunate to see him retire as early as he did. As we are past halfway in this race, I'm expecting the lights to go off on the pace car. Off of the pace car this time round, as Jeff Hollingsworth having a bit of a blink there. Same for Chris Bouchard. Wow. Ronnie Osmer there in 3rd place. Robert Dudley doing a fantastic job in 4th place there. So you've got 3 No Limit Racing trucks in the top 5. Jeff Hollingsworth is your leader. Robert Dudley in 4th. Chris Walker is in 5th. Chris Bouchard currently has 2 teammates with him tonight, I believe. As we've lost TeamSpeak, it seems. The lights are off on the pace car. We're trying to get TeamSpeak back as unfortunately we lost connection to that TeamSpeak server. And it's not working, so unfortunate there. But we're going to get to the action regardless. So, here we go. Lights are off on the pace car. Hollingsworth and Bouchard been the class of the field so far here tonight. Hollingsworth going to lead them back to green here at Daytona. Watch for Ronnie Osmer. Watch for Robert Dudley. Dudley is a very good oval racer. Do not discount that man. Discount him at your own peril, in fact. You got Chris Walker and Will Glynn. Another dangerous driver. If he gets up to the front, watch for him to try and win this thing. They make their way to turns 3 and 4 once again. They come out of turn 4, down towards the start-finish line. The lights, the pace car is going to peel off to the left, right there. And the field now in control of Jeff Hollingsworth. And we're back under green once again with 56 laps remaining of this event. And already Ronnie Osmer pushing Jeff Hollingsworth towards turn 1. Bouchard trying to close the... he's trying to get some side draft off the 2 trucks, but not going to get it done, as Robert Dudley going to go to the inside of Bouchard and take away that 3rd place. Chris Walker up to 5th place now after dispatching of Will Glynn, who's trying trying to stay with Chris Walker, not able to do so. So here comes Johnny Antonucci as well now. Matthew Tyrrell going to follow it through. Same for Travis Edema. And Ray Black Jr. right there in that top 10 spot. But Jeff Hollingsworth is your leader as they come out of turn 4 towards the line. Robert Dudley, is he going to go up there to join his teammate Chris Walker? The answer is yes. As it looks like Hollingsworth has finally got some backup on its approach. As it looks like Robert Dudley is going to try and occupy that outside line. Get a decent result there for No Limit Racing, as Ronnie Osmer and Chris Bouchard are going to duke it out there for that second spot in the meantime. Is Osmer going to jump up to the second spot, or is he happy where he is? We'll soon find out. Meanwhile, Kevin Pasky has started making his way through the field. He started way back in P20. Restarted way back in P20. He's already up to P16. And he's already working to the inside of Lonnie Barrington. And is he going to get enough draft off Michael Atkins Jr. to get around him? That is the question. I hate this camera view. I really do. And I believe he might, because he's right there and he does. And here comes Rob Jenkins. Actually, both of the Jenkins brothers making the way for the field. Rob Jenkins is the lead driver in that little team. Rob Jenkins going to occupy the outside line. Mark Jenkins going to take the inside line. As Paskwich going to try now to work to the inside of Ron Holyfield. Trying to get a bit of draft of Devin Doss. Doss, remember, was involved in that incident with Ron Holyfield, and they're both on the same piece of track again. Need to really take it easy here, as we've got to go back to the front here, because we've got an attempted pass for the lead here. This is Chris Bouchard on the outside of Ronnie Osmer right now, almost banging doors as they come out of turn 2. Matthew Tyrrell is up there again. Johnny Antonucci in the top 5. Great run for the man in the 59. You see on the outside there, that is Travis Edema making his way from the field as well. Will Glynn and Ray Black Jr. is there as well. And they're all getting shuffled about. This is not good. This could end in a very big accident if they don't get it figured out very quickly. And Johnny Antonucci almost getting to the side of Chris Bouchard. Now Antonucci up to 3rd now. Ray Black Jr. right behind Antonucci, trying to get a maybe open a gap up, as Johnny Antonucci, very aggressive dive to the outside. He wants to get up there now. The thing about Johnny Antonucci is that he usually sits in the mid pack, but once he gets to the front, watch out for him, because he loves being up there. So Johnny starting to fall back a bit now. He's in 5th place. Got Chris Walker right behind him now. As it looks like Rob Jenkins is on the apron right now. And it was Rob Jenkins. He's fallen in behind his brother Mark Jenkins as Lonnie Barrington moved to the outside of there. As Ray Black Jr. now occupies the lead of the outside line. Everybody getting a separate stab at the lead pack here. Ray Black Jr. going to take a very high line going through the tri-oval. And losing momentum as well, because Ronnie Osmer, Johnny Antonucci and Jeff Hollingsworth starting to gain a bit of momentum on the bottom line. Matthew Tyrrell is there too. Johnny Antonucci getting a bit out of shape coming out of 2. And they're 3 wide back there. That's Will Glynn in the middle. Need to be careful there. It looks like Chris Bouchard is falling back. We've got problems for the reigning champion. No, that is Devin Doss right behind him. That is Tyler Vickery coming out of pit road. Not sure what's happened to him as there goes Pasky, who's outside. Meanwhile, back in the front, Jeff Hollingsworth still occupies the lead. Ronnie Osmer still in second. Ray Black Jr. in third. Now going to try the outside again. Does not have any support, although Zadima is right there. Matthew Tyrrell currently occupying the third spot as he flirts with that yellow line. Need to be careful there, sir. Chris Walker there as well. Ron Holyfield moves his way up to P7. He's bringing Lonnie Barrington, Will Glynn. Chris Bouchard has found his momentum again. He's right behind Barrington, actually. Just in front of Michael Atkins Jr., it seems. Kevin Pasky leading that little pack all to himself. He's got Mark Jenkins. Who? Baker is a lap down, I believe. Yeah, he is. Sean Weaver is behind him as well, but Sean Weaver is still on the lead lap. And we're back on the caution again. We have one around, and that is Devin Doss and Michael Atkins Jr. What happened there? Well, we're soon going to find out, aren't we? Oh, Devin Doss and Michael Atkins Jr. got into it. And, oh, Kevin Pasky having to hit in the wall trying to avoid Atkins. Take another look there. And Atkins Jr. came up the track and hit the side of Doss. Oh, Pasky there hitting the wall. Not sure if that's going to hurt him. He does have a huge dent in the side of that number 7, though. We're under caution number 6 here at Daytona. So we're back under caution again. Caution number 6 here as everyone's going to bring it down pit road. While everybody does that, we're going to head away for our second commercial break of the evening. We'll be right back with some more racing action when we come back. Do not go anywhere. And we are back live here at Daytona. Lights are off on the pace car once again as we're about to get them going here. Once again. After that incident between Devin Doss and Michael Atkins Jr. Michael Atkins Jr. has put his truck on the hauler. While we were away, during the pit stops, Ronnie Osmer was able to take the lead away from Jeff Hollingsworth. Ronnie Osmer only taking 2 tyres. I believe Hollingsworth only took 2 tyres as well. So Osmer able to win the race off pit road as it seems. So as they go through 3 and 4, we're going to see some close racing action here as they come out of 4. We are going to go and focus on the start-finish line again, as we always do. Pace car ducks into pit road, and Ronnie Osmer gets us under green once again with 30 laps remaining in this motor race. And Chris Bouchard gets the jump on Jeff Hollingsworth here as they go towards turn 1. Hollingsworth demoted down to 3rd place. A great restart there by Chris Bouchard, the reigning champion. Now going to drive to the outside there. He's the only one out there, hoping someone will go with him. Chris Walker, you know he's going to stick with his teammates, so he's not going to go out there. So now Osmer has the lead. Bouchard going to have a big run though on the outside by himself. Not going to have the speed though, as Hollingsworth is pushing the living daylights out of Osmer right now. Bouchard going to dive into 3rd place there, right in front of Chris Walker. Ron Holyfield in the top 5 as well, despite that incident he had with Devin Dawson. Here comes Chris Walker now. Going to try the outside. He's going to try and join his teammate, is he? No, he's not. As Ron Holyfield is going to hold on to 5th place. Robert Dudley side by side with Matthew Tyrrell right now. And Trevor Sedema is right there too, right behind Dudley. Dudley going to file in down to the bottom line. That's going to leave Sedema on his own on the outside. Is he going to try and join Bouchard? No, Bouchard's still trying that outside line to try and get a run by himself. Here comes Chris Walker now to the outside. Is he going to stay there? Yes, he is. And Jeff Hollingsworth's going to join him on that outside line. So Chris Walker and Jeff Hollingsworth, the 2 teammates, going to work together. Robert Dudley is up there as well. So No Limit Racing are all joining up together now to try and get themselves to the front here. And we're about to come to 28 laps remaining. Ronnie Osmer and Chris Bouchard, as they're going to try and be 3 wide for the lead. They're almost 3 wide for the lead. They are 3 wide for the lead as Bouchard backs out of it. And Ronnie Osmer somehow holds on to the lead. And here comes Ron Holyfield to the bottom now as well. The 3 No Limit drivers are still on that outside. You got Hollingsworth, Walker and Dudley all out there. Who else is going to join him on the outside line? You got Will Glynn back there just in front of Tanner Costa. And Devin Doss, still alive somehow, is in the top 10. Johnny Antonucci just sitting in 11th with Ray Black Jr. just behind him. Chris Bouchard going to go to the outside now. They're all going to gang up on Ronnie Osmer. Is Bouchard going to take the lead away? He dives to the bottom and takes the lead again. But here comes Hollingsworth on that outside line. Chris Walker breathing the engine ever so slightly as he takes a bit of a higher line going through turn 1. They come down the backstretch now. Everybody bunched up together after that last caution. And you see Kevin Pasky, the last driver there. He's not going to spin that truck. He's going to have to take a fast repair eventually. I see just in front of him, David Bigger putting a move on Mark Jenkins now. As both the Jenkins brothers are back there in 20th and 21st respectively. Meanwhile, Chris Bouchard still holds on to the lead at the front here. Question is, can he hold on though? Because Ronnie Osmer, you know, he's going to want that lead back. Ron Holyfield up into that top 5 position. Great run he's having since he's had that incident with Devin Doss earlier. Devin Doss actually has been in the wars today, so nothing seems to be going right for the man in the 95 at the moment. Teammate Matthew Tyrrell's right up there though. He's on the inside of Chris Walker and he's stalking up to the backside of Ron Holyfield. We are going to be 25 laps to go at the line here. And any one of these guys could take it. You see Brandon Stokes is back there as well. He's started to make his way back for the field as Osmer's going to the inside there. I think he might have been forced down there. Ronnie Osmer. Take another look there. And it might have been a bit of contact there. No, just got out of shape coming through the tri-oval. Has to back out of it now. And he's all on his own now with Mark Jenkins right behind him. Jeff Hollingsworth and Chris Walker. And Robert Dudley. 1, 2, 3 for No Limit Racing. And what a great start to the season this would be if they can hold on to that now to the flag. But this is Daytona, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen between now and the checkered flag. 24 laps to go now here at Daytona. And what an exciting opening round we've seen here tonight. Already, we've had 6 cautions, 19 lead changes. And the same man finds himself at the front again. Jeff Hollingsworth is there again. Ronnie Osmer, though, demoted to the back of that little pack there with Tyler Vickery in front of him. Kevin Pasky just running by himself now, hoping for another caution to come out. The way they're racing right now, you could see another caution, but they're giving a bit of respect to each other now, so nobody being ultra aggressive right now. And just as I say that, the caution comes out. Take another look here. As Bouchard goes around. But Chris Bouchard involved in that one this time. Let's find him. Where has he gone? There he is. The Bouchard. Let's take a look at what happened to Chris Bouchard. Oh, and Robert Dudley got into the back left quarter panel. And around he goes. Tyrrell involved. Antonucci involved. Barry is involved. Will Glynn is involved in a big way. Ronnie Osmer not involved. As we've got a lot of beaten up trucks there. There's Sean Weaver going around for some reason. Robert Dudley was involved in that one as well. Let's take a look and see. It looks like Ron Holyfield was involved as well. Holyfield getting knocked around like a pinball. And that's why Sean Weaver went round. He was trying to avoid the incident. Someone blew their engine. I believe that might have been Will Glynn. Yeah, it was Will Glynn. Or was it? No, he didn't blow his engine. But he's got one hell of a beat up truck now, as he's finally going to bring it pit side. And that was the caution that Kevin Pasky wanted, you know. Question is he going to go up and burn that fast repair? As we've got some shenanigans going on here. I believe it might have been Jordan Barry that blew his engine. It was Jordan Barry blowing his engine there. Will Glynn getting a lot of damage fixed. Oh, what was it? Jordan Barry? It was Jordan Barry. He's going to get a push off Chris Bouchard. And Barry's going to peel it off into the grass. He's got to tow that thing. That truck has no life left in it whatsoever. Unfortunate there for Glynn, as Ron Holyfield has stopped on the entrance to pit road. Not sure why, but he's back up and running again. I think he had to let the fill by. So we're under caution number 7 here now. 21 laps to go in this race. Jeff Hollingsworth is your leader. Chris Walker is in second. I believe this is his debut in the trucks as well, so good first race for him. Devin Doss up to third. I'm going to start calling him the rubbing man because no matter how many times you try and get him away, he just bounces back. Ray Black Jr. is in fourth. Lonnie Barrington in fifth. And Hoot Baker back up to the top 10 now. He's in P6 now, so good run for him. He was a lap down at one point, now up to the top 10 now. Brandon Stokes, a good rebound for him. He's back up to the P7. Tanner Costa in 8th. Mark Jenkins is in 9th. And David Bigger is in P10. Will Glynn is 1 lap down. Travis Edema is out of this race. Tyler Vickery is there again. Remember, he is one of our he is our onboard camera of the night. If you want to click that little suitcase, if you're watching on the desktop, I don't think you got that option on mobile device. I don't think you have. No, I don't think you do. But anyway. As I was saying, Tyler Vickery does have an onboard cam, so if you want to hit that little suitcase, if you're watching on desktop, and check his progress out. He's currently down there in P13 right now, just took a pit side to get some damage repaired and get himself back out there again. But yeah, he's opted to be one of our cameras tonight, so check him out, show him some love, give him a couple of likes, it'll be greatly appreciated. There's Jeff Hollingsworth there in the lead. Chris Walker in second. We've already been through the field, so we're not going to go through it again. Chris Bouchard is back up and running again. Thank you to Chris Bouchard for telling me that Team Speaker's back up and running again. Fantastic. I believe the lights are going to go off on the pace car pretty soon. Up to the front of the field, and the lights are off on the pace car, so we will be getting them going again with 18 laps remaining. Can Jeff Hollingsworth hold on and get the first race win of the season? Kevin Pasky has been in pit road, and he has been and got some new boots, taken a fast repair it seems. So you know Kevin's always fast on this this track, so watch him to come through the field. We only have 22 drivers left in this race. Actually 22 drivers out of 26 that started is pretty impressive. As Vickery is back out of pit road again. He is still on the lead lap, so don't worry, Tyler Vickery fans, he is still on the lead lap. Ronnie Osmer back there. Watch for him to come through the field as well. So, as they make their way through 3 and 4, watch for any of these drivers. Anybody can get this win here tonight. But Jeff Hollingsworth has led the most laps here tonight, so he's got to be in the catbird seat here. 19 laps to go, 19 lead changes. There'll be some more before this race is over, I'm sure, as they come out of the final turn. We are going to go to the start. Again, pace car is off. The field is in the hands of Jeff Hollingsworth, and he's not wasting any time whatsoever. Look at Devin Doss down the bottom of the track there. Already getting the pounds there on Chris Walker. As they make their way towards turn 1. Very sluggish start there from Jeff Hollingsworth, and Devin Doss now going to attack to the outside here. Is he going to get a position away? He's going to get a push from Ray Black Jr. on the exit of turn 2. And Devin Doss going to get the nose out in front of this. A collision there. Jeff Hollingsworth in the wall. Not in the wall, but he's around. As is Ray Black Jr. And it looks like he got a bit of contact from Chris Walker. Let's take another look at that. I see it right there. That's the contact. Jeff Hollingsworth, unfortunately, from the lead, was a victim of circumstance. And around they both go, and caution is out again. Now, Jeff Hollingsworth, after leading as many laps as he has all the work to do to get himself back up there. We're under caution number 8 here at Daytona. This is round 1 of season 4 in the Pasky's Cardiac Truck Series. It's worth mentioning that this weekend, Team ESPN has a special race coming up, and it will be broadcasted live on ESPN as myself, Chris Bouchard, who's sitting there in P6, Kevin Paskowicz, who's there in P13, Ronnie Osmer, Jeff Hollingsworth, and a few other drivers will be taken to the track at Watkins Glen and will be taking part in the 6 hours of the Glen. So if you are not in the race yourself and you fancy taking a look, then come and support us. We will be live on ESPN from 10 AM Eastern. So make sure you're tuned in for that one. We're going to be broadcasting that for the whole 6 hours. And yeah, just wish us luck, give us some support, throw us some lines in the chat, and just say hi if you need to, because we love doing these races for everybody, well, for ourselves mostly, but to bring it to the masses would be an awesome thing to do. We will be broadcasting it live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. Hopefully. Unless I do an external camera, then it'll be just on YouTube. Like the one we're seeing for Tyler Vickery. Tyler Vickery actually up to P15 right now, I might say. He is just ahead of Tanner Costa. Costa's had a very quiet race tonight. Unusually quiet for him. Lonnie Barrington has been in pit road for a long time now. Not sure what's going on with him, as he's been in pit road for a minute and a half now, so not sure what's going on. As he finally gets going. So when the lights go off on the pace car, as Will Glynn gets his lucky dog. Ronnie Barrington managing to stay on the lead lap despite the long stay in pit road. Jordan Barry is out on track despite being one lap down. If there is another caution, he will get the lucky dog next. Not sure why he's running the 57 though. He should be the 26. Now, will we have any takers down pit road this time round? Everybody apart from the top 4 are on fresher tyres. Devin Doss, 18 laps on his tyres. Brandon Stokes is 16 laps on his tyres. Chris Walker, 18 laps on his. And Mark Jenkins is 16 laps on his tyres. So will any of those top 4 bring it down? They will probably have to bring it down before this race is over. Unless they're going to try and hold it until the end. But I can't see that happening. Because they are going to get eaten alive otherwise. Should be expecting the lights to go off on the pace car anytime soon. Pretty sure it's going to be this time by. And I was right. I love it when I'm right. As lights are off the pace car, it's going to be Devon Doss bringing them back to the green this time after that incident between, well, collectively between Chris Walker, Jeff Hollingsworth and Ray Black Jr. And who's going to get this one? Brandon Stokes. Done ever so well to get back to the front there. Would love to get a win out of this one after everything he's been through here tonight. Look a bit further back in the field. You've got the Rob Jenkins and Mark Jenkins. They were a bit further back at one point as well. They managed to make their way back up to the top 10. Ron Holyfield has been through the wars tonight. Same for Matthew Tyrrell. Hoot Baker's been through the wars but still holding on to a top 10 spot. And Kevin Paskwich, who knows what sort of a run he can make. He usually likes to come out of nowhere. But we'll soon find out as they're making their way down the backstretch now. Into turn 3. And out of turn 4, so watch for the usual sighters. We're going to go to the start-finish line as we always do. And we're going to wait for that pace car to drop off into pit road. And there he goes, the field in control of Devon Doss now. And we are back under green now. 13 laps to go. 13 laps is all it's going to take for someone to get a win here. And who will it be? And you see Brandon Stokes trying to fight on the outside there. Bouchard already up to the top 5 again now. He's going to try and force his way forward. Chris Walker is second now behind Devon Doss. Mark and Rob Jenkins are there too. Everyone's going to shuffle out, and looks like Rob Jenkins is going to go for the middle here. Opts to stay in the bottom line. And you see Paskwich and Osmer starting to work their way forward as well. Oh, Mark Jenkins almost getting into the side of Chris Bouchard here, but it's Devon Doss that's going to lead them back to the line here. As Ronnie Osmer is going to bring a pit side. Not sure what's going to happen there. Lonnie Barrington looks like he's in trouble back there as well. As we got one off the track there, that's Mark Walker. He's going to force his way back in. Not Mark Walker, Mark Jenkins, sorry. Comes back up on the track right in front of Kevin Paskwich. Back in the front though, Brandon Stokes has got a nose out in front there as Bouchard going to have second place, and they're both going to drop to the bottom there. Teamwork making the dream work there through turn 3, and they both go first and second, 21 and 28. That is Brandon Stokes and Chris Bouchard. Now Devon Doss going to try the outside line, and he's going to take Chris Walker with him. And look who's already back up to the top 5. That is Jeff Hollingsworth firing his way for the field as Ronnie Osmer makes his way back out of pit road. Ray Black Jr. is also up there as well. And who's going to get the initiative here? I do not like that camera angle. I can't see what's going on. And twice we've missed incidents because of that. So Hollingsworth up to third place now anyway. Brandon Stokes does have the lead, but for how long before Chris Bouchard decides, yeah, Teamwork, maybe making the dream work, but I want to make my own dreams happen. I'm going to take the lead instead. As it looks like Devin Doss going to try and get a run here with Chris Walker, Rob Jenkins, Ron Holyfield, and Matthew Tyrrell behind him. And Bouchard taking a look there, not going to make a run though. Just going to hang back for now. Problems for Hoot Baker. He is in P22 and 1 lap down. Mark Jenkins is in pit road after that incident. Not sure what happened there. Rob Jenkins taking a look through the middle. Is he going to try the move here? We are 10 laps to go here at Daytona. The gloves are off at this point. And Devin Doss sees Jenkins coming and covers his path. Great defensive move there by Devin Doss. They cross the line. 9 laps to go here at Daytona. And who is going to get it as... Whoa! There goes big... There goes Ron Holyfield. And into the wall as well goes Chris Walker. Big incident there. Matthew Tyrrell involved as well. And this makes things interesting. 9 laps to go. The caution is out. We will not see green-white checkers yet, but we will have a very close run to the end here as big hit there for Matthew Tyrrell. Looks like Pasky taking a drive through the grass there. And he does so successfully. Pasky down in 14th place. We've got Chris Walker in pit road now after collecting a ton of damage. Matthew Tyrrell has no choice but to bring it down. That was a huge hit into the wall for him. And expect Ron Holyfield to bring it down as well, I'm sure. But I'm pretty sure he's going to wait for pit road to open here. As Antonucci almost running Holyfield over there. That would have been interesting. Got it on the binders. Got to slow him down and he almost gets it to the back of him. Wow. That would not have made Holyfield's night any better. Got Bouchard down on the apron now. I'm pretty sure we're going to see these guys down in pit road this time by. And is everybody going to go with him? That's the question. As are they going to bring it down? No, they're not. No one is going down pit road. This is interesting. So Brandon Stokes is your leader. Chris Bouchard in second. Jeff Hollingsworth in third. Ray Black Jr. is in fourth. We've got Ron Holyfield now finally down in pit road there. Tanner Costa up to fifth place. He's had a very quiet race today. Rob Jenkins, remember, he considered going for the middle there, but didn't make it work. Devin Doss is there in P7. Tyler Vickery up to P8. Now he's in the top 10. Watch his progress from his onboard cam. If you press the little suitcase icon on the bottom of your screen if you watch it on desktop. Robert Dudley is in 9th and Johnny Antonucci rounds out the top 10 here at Daytona. We're going to step away for possibly one final commercial break. We'll be right back with the finale of this race. Don't go anywhere. And we are back live here at Daytona for the finale of this race. Glad you could have joined us for this one. And if you're still here, glad you could have stuck around, as this is going to be one hell of an exciting finish. We still have 22 drivers in this race. Actually made that 22. Chris Walker's been sitting in pit road for over 6 minutes now. He's probably supporting his teammates, Jeff Hollingsworth and Robert Dudley, who are both still in this race as they make their way into turn 3. Brandon Stokes is your leader, however, and Chris Bouchard is in second. And all of this top 4 previous winners in this series: Brandon Stokes, Chris Bouchard, reigning champion Jeff Hollingsworth is a previous winner in the series, as well as Ray Black Jr. But we're going to get them going for hopefully one final time. If not, if we see another, as we are 4 to go here at Daytona. And who is going to take the win here? It's very close to call here at the 2.5 mile oval, as Brandon Stokes does have the lead. Jeff Hollingsworth has got in second. Chris Bouchard has fallen away at the wrong time in this race. He's fallen back to P5 now. Robert Dudley right there next to him. We're going to be 3 laps to go before the end of this race, and look who's coming from the field now. That is Tanner Costa, another former winner in this series. Would love to get a win here, and there goes Darren Dawson, Robert Dudley. They're both around. Ronnie Osmer's around as well. We're going to have wrecks here, big wrecks here. We're going to have green-white checkers here at Daytona. Big wrecks all over the place, and I believe Devin Doss might have been involved in that. No, Robert Dudley was definitely involved in that. Let's take a look and see what happened. We saw Devin Doss in an incident there with Robert Dudley. Robert Dudley tagged Devin Doss. Ronnie Osmer got into it with somebody. I believe it was David Bigger. Oh, that's a big hit for Bigger. Huge hit for Bigger, and he's spinning like a top on his roof. Finally landing on his wheels, but that is a huge hit there for David Bigger. And that's not a good view. And we are going to go on board with David Bigger. Oh, for God's sake. And we're going to go on board with David Bigger while this accident happened. He's soon getting to it with Ronnie Osmer. Osmer goes across his nose, almost gets into it, does get into it, Ronnie Osmer there, and big hit, and round he goes. I hope you've got some vomit bags there, because this is going to get interesting. I hope you don't get dizzy easily. And around and around and around and around he goes, and finally it settles on its wheels. A huge, huge hit there for David Bigger. But we have green-white checkers on the way here. Brandon Stokes in first, Tanner Costa in second, Tyler Vickery in third place, Kevin Pasky in fourth. We have had people take it down pit road, and Jeff Hollingsworth is one of them. So watch for him to make his way through the field and these dying laps. Brandon Stokes opting to stay out with 30 lap older tyres. And that wreck took a lot of drivers out. Hoot Baker was already out of it. Mark Jenkins was already out of it. David Bigger, we saw, had that big hit. Ray Black Jr. was taken out in a big way. Ronnie Osmer taken out in a big way. Robert Dudley had a big hit too, as did Matthew Tyrrell. Devin Doss, I'm shocked that he's still in this, to be honest. The amount of incidents he's been in tonight. So, the way this green-white checkered works, they are going to have 3 attempts to get it done here tonight. And if they can't get it done, then that will be the race as is. And that last wreck is really shaking up the field here. I mean, Brandon Stokes is your leader, but look at behind him. Tyler Vickery is in 3rd. Kevin Paskowicz in 4th. Sean Weaver up to the top 5 as well. Willie Glynn back in the top 6. As Ron Holyfield is there as well. He had a big incident earlier. Actually, Ron Holyfield is... Yeah, he's in P7. But who knows what's going to happen here. Those of you in the chat that are still watching, get your predictions out now. Who do you want to see win this race out of the people that are left in it? You've got Brandon Stokes as your leader. Tanner Costa is in 2nd place. Tyler Vickery is in 3rd. But watch for the people that have made their pit stops. Jeff Hollingsworth, Rob Jenkins, Lonnie Barrington, Devin Doss and Robert Dudley had to take pit stops because they were involved in the incident. Jordan Barry, Matthew Tyrrell are back in pit road after getting some damage. Chris Bouchard is back in pit road as well after he collected damage in that last wreck as well. But we're expecting the lights to go off the pace car this time round. And we will have the good old green-white checkered. This is my first time calling green-white checkered, by the way. So this is a new experience for me. So watch for the lights on the pace car. They are about to go off. I hope. I think. And I don't know because it's too far back from the pace car. And the lights are off. We're going to get them going one final time here at Daytona. Who is going to collect the win here? Green-white checkers are in effect here. Brandon Stokes, Tanner Costa, Tyler Vickery, Kevin Paskowitz, Sean Weaver. That is your top 5. Will Glynn, Ron Holyfield, Johnny Antonucci, Jeff Hollingsworth, and Rob Jenkins make up your top 10. And it looks like we only have 18 cars still running on this. 18 trucks. No, Hoot Baker is still there. As they make their way down the backstretch, possibly for one last time. Are they going to get this green-white checker done in one try? Are they going to take 2 tries, or are they going to use up all 3? We'll find out now, as Brandon Stokes is going to lead them through turns 3 and 4. And out of turn 4 they come. The final time in this caution for the first green-white checkered of the night. The first attempt, the pace car is going to take the left turn into pit road. Brandon Stokes is going to lead them into turn 1. We are back green again for the first try in this green-white checkered. And they're all across the line safely, so this is white flag now. This is one more lap, then they have to take the white flag now. If nobody wrecks on this last lap, the white flag will come out this time. But is Sean Weaver going to try for the lead here? Tyler Costa there as well as Brandon Stokes goes around, and we're going to be going under caution once again. We are going to be under caution once again. So that is the first try over. Let's take another look here, and it looks like Kevin Pasky got into the back of him there. And that just caused a huge melee. Tyler Vickery was caught up in it as well. Or was he? Tyler Vickery didn't even retake the green. I'm not sure what happened to him. So we're going to have one more try. Jeff Hollingsworth does have the lead now after Brandon Stokes having to take a pit side. Same does a lot of smoke on pit road. Paul Glynn in pit road as well. Tanner Costa in pit road. He was challenging for the lead there. Kevin Pasky is still out on track, but with a damaged truck as well now. Ronnie Osmer is out. Ray Black Jr. is one lap down, so unfortunately he won't be a factor for this one. Unless he gets a lucky dog, I'm not sure. What a first green white checkered there. So Tyler Vickery explaining why he's out. Oil line broke, no fast repairs left, engine blew. His engine blew before the restart, so heartbreak for Tyler Vickery. It was live when it happened, so big heartbreak for them. So you'll see his reaction on that one. But we're going to go back to green, hopefully one more time. We've got 2 more tries at this. Jeff Hollingsworth gifted the lead here. Rob Jenkins in second. Jordan Barry up to third. Johnny Antonucci in fourth. Devin Doss is in fifth. Robert Dudley is in sixth. We've got a lot of people on pit road actually. I believe Kevin Pasky has another fast repair. Someone's engine just blew there. I think it was Devin Doss. And it won't let me see because iRacing is silly. So as you see, Tanner Costa just coming out of pit road there. He is 1 lap down. Jeff Hollingsworth, your leader. Rob Jenkins, my God. Rob Jenkins is in second. Jordan Barry third. Jordan Antonucci is in fourth. Devin Doss is in fifth. Robert Dudley sixth. Seventh is Matthew Tyrrell. Eighth is Chris Bouchard. Watch for him on the restart. Ninth is Lonnie Barrington. And 10th, and still in pit road actually, is Black Jr. got the lucky dog. He's back in 11th. And Will Glynn is in 12th. We've only got 12 drivers. 13 drivers left in this. 14 drivers. We've got a few left in there. And ignore the lap counter. Ignore it when it says checkered because this overlay needs updating. But just focus on the last 2 laps when they go back to green again. Jeff Hollingsworth is going to be thanking his lucky stars that he managed to get the lead back there after that big wreck on the last green white checkered attempt. Chris Bouchard is back in pit road again. Mark Jenkins' truck is smoking heavily. They want to get a fire extinguisher on that. Pasky is back out on track. Back in P11. It will be P10 now. When he goes back to green. I'm hoping the lights go off on the pace car this time by. And they do, so we're going to re-rack them. And re-stack them. And who's going to get the race win here? Jeff Hollingsworth in the catbird seat. Rob Jenkins is in second. Jordan Barry third. Lonnie Barrington in fourth. Everybody's been through the wars in some way, shape or form here tonight. And Kevin Pasky trying to catch the field as he finally does. Bouchard trying to catch the field as well. As is Tanaka. Oh, Tanacosta's already there. Never mind. So we're going to get them going one more time. Let's see, Rob Jenkins has got a slight bit of damage on the left-hand side of that truck. So, or is it damage, or was it just a heat haze? I don't know. So as they come through 3 and 4, hopefully they can get this attempt done this time. They come out of turn 4. And who's going to get it this time? The pace cars are going to take the hard left turn. Left in the hands of Jeff Hollingsworth. And we're back on the green once again. Hopefully for the final time this time. Remember, they're going to do one full lap before the white flag can come out again. And who's going to get it this time by? Oh, Jeff Hollingsworth has a huge lead on that restart. Lonnie Barrington is into second place now. Matthew Tyrrell going to claim third. But it's going to take a big ask for Lonnie Barrington to catch Jeff Hollingsworth here before this race is over. But he's going to catch him. And oh, Rob Jenkins gets into the side of Jordan Barry. Caution's going to fly again. And what happened there? Robert Dudley hitting Rob Jenkins this time. It's like Robert Dudley bounced off the wall. Bounced into Rob Jenkins. Jordan Barry collected in that as well. Looks like Barry's going to live to fight another day though, because he just went for a wild spin. Didn't hit anything else, thankfully. Great heads-up driving by Tanacosta to avoid him. And Tanacosta going to get the lucky dog here now. So Barry is back up and running again, and we're going to try this one more time. One more time, and then that's the race. And one man that's put himself back in the race win picture is this man here, Ray Black Jr. Suddenly finds himself back within sight of a race win here. And looks like Johnny Antonucci is going to bring it down pit side. And he does. Bouchard is going to follow him in. as is the stricken truck of Rob Jenkins. And the smoke piling out the back of that 89 machine. Rob Jenkins might well be out of this as well. No such problems for Jeff Hollingsworth, though. He is your leader. Oh, problems for Jeff Hollingsworth. What's going on here? Oh, Jeff Hollingsworth is out of fuel. You can see it, like, choke. There you go. There's burping there. And Hollingsworth out of fuel. Or is he? No. I don't even know what Jeff Hollingsworth was doing then. Trying to make us think he was out of fuel. Aha, Jeff, you pulled the fast one on us. So, can Lonnie Barrington do anything? He got a poor restart on that last one, but managed to catch up to him just before that wreck happened with Rob Jenkins and Robert Dudley. As there is Chris Bouchard coming out of pit road. Bouchard getting some more of that damage fixed. Reigning champion, not had it all his own way, led for a lot of the race alongside Jeff Hollingsworth and the like. And he has had it tough since the last 20 laps of the race, so very tough night, tough end to the night for Chris Bouchard. Everyone's had an up and down race here tonight. It's been a roller coaster for most of the drivers here. Even our current leader, Jeff Hollingsworth, has been through his fair share of troubles. Had that scary moment for the tri-oval, then went for a spin after an incident involving his teammate Chris Walker and Ray Black Jr. And then after another wreck here involving Kevin Pasky and Brandon Stokes. Promoted himself, he finds himself back in the lead again. So when the lights go off on the pace car, which I predict they will this time by, we will be having one more go at this. And if the caution comes out on that green flag lap, then that will be the race. Jeff Hollingsworth just has to hold on for 2 more laps, and this race will be over. Question is, can he hold on? Lonnie Barrington got off to a slow start, but did catch him by the time they got to the backstretch. Same for Matthew Tyrrell, same for everybody else, actually, until that incident happened between Robert Dudley and Rob Jenkins. Rob Jenkins is back out on track. No. Yeah, he is. He's back out on track. Will Glynn is back pit side, though. Not sure what's going on with him. He's back in pit road for over 2 minutes now. As they make their way down the backstretch for the final time under caution. And this is the final caution, regardless of what happens. Well, this will be the final restart regardless of what happens. So they make their way through turns 3 and 4. Can Jeff Hollingsworth hold on and get his season off to a fantastic start here? He's already led the most laps here. Can he bring it home to a checkered flag finish here? They come out and Jeff Hollingsworth brings it straight back to green again for one final time. Down towards turn 1. Matthew Tyrrell gets the restart of a lifetime as they go through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Ray Black Jr. now to the bottom, and Matthew Tyrrell gonna squeeze him as they come out of turn 2 down the backstretch now. Can they get to that white flag as Ray Black Jr. goes round again? Matthew Tyrrell into the wall. Is it going to bring out a caution? No, it's not. Jeff Hollingsworth been gifted a big lead here as they come out of turn 4. And they go through turns 3 and 4, sorry. Hollingsworth's going to have the lead as they come out of turn 4. Look at Tanner Costa making his way up, but he's a lap down. That's going to give third place to Lonnie. Second place is Matthew Tyrrell. It won't be Matthew Tyrrell. It will be Lonnie Barrington. Tanner Costa is up to third, and he's challenging for second on Lonnie Barrington. Can they get to the back of Jeff Hollingsworth here? They are closing in on him now as they come out of turn 2. This is going to be very close. They're going to split him. Barrington into the wall. Here comes Tanner Costa down below the yellow line. Tanner Costa to the lead. Into turn 3 now. Who's going to claim the win here? It's going to be Tanner Costa versus Jeff Hollingsworth for the win as they come out of turn 4. Down towards the line for the final time. They're side by side. Anyone can take it at this point. They're going to be side by side as they cross the line. And Tanner Costa takes it at the death by a bumper. Tanner Costa is your winner here at Daytona. Oh, what a finish to this race. What a finish. And Tanner Costa gonna be your winner here. Oh, that didn't work, did it? And Tanner Costa is your winner here at Daytona. What a finish for the man in the 97. Had such a quiet race and just took it at the death. What a push he got from Lonnie Barrington. And we thought Jeff Hollingsworth had it in the bag at the end, but Barrington beat him to the line at the death. There was a bit of a questionable move there down below the yellow line, but it was the final lap, and I suppose anything goes at the end there. But we are going to reach out to our race winner, Mr. Tanner Costa, as he burns him down on the start-finish straight. Tanner, what a finish there, and you bring home the victory in the first race of the season. You've got to be happy with that one.
That was wild. Oh, I guess KP's telling me I did not win, even though we got cut off. So they're calling Jeff the winner, I guess.
Right. Okay. So
I'll respect KP's decision either way. I don't agree with it, but yeah, it's his decision to make.
But still, an exciting finish here at Daytona. Got the push from hell from Lonnie Barrington at the end there.
Oh yeah, I was talking with Lonnie, and I told him, I was coming, and said we're gonna come flying up there and give her hell, and we had the run. We got cut off over there, and it was the last lap. I was just gonna go for it regardless. I knew it was either gonna work or it was gonna get called how it did, but it is what it is.
Absolutely. Well, it was an exciting finish regardless. Tanner, first or second, you had one hell of a finish there. looking ahead though to the next race, what are your thoughts going into that one after such a strong start tonight?
Where are we at next week? I guess I don't even know.
I can't even remember. KP, do you remember?
Phoenix, I believe.
Phoenix.
I love Phoenix. It's a really fun little race. Is like a short track. I've had some decent success there. I'll be looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Well, like I said, first to second, you drove your heart out on those last 2 laps, and you definitely put on one hell of a show for the fans here in Pasky's who are watching on ESPN. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out for tonight's result?
Yeah, first and foremost, my fiance Allison. Everybody that watched the broadcast, you guys for doing this thing. KP and everybody keeping this league going. It's fun every week. I'm glad we're back for another season.
Absolutely. Well, Tanner Costa, congratulations on the finish there. Definitely put on a show, and we'll see you next week in Phoenix.
Sounds good. Thank you.
So before I go to Jeff Hollingsworth, I just want to bring in KP here. Kevin, a bit of controversy at the end there.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously we follow the same rule as NASCAR, so he was not forced down there. He went down there on his own volition. So Jeff Hollingsworth will be declared the winner, Robert Dudley second, Jordan Berry third. Tanner Costa will be moved to the last car on the lead lap, which I believe is 11th.
I think
so. That is what it is. So there we go. We went back and reviewed it. We had 3 of the admins review it very quickly and look at it, and we determined that he was not forced. He went down there, he started the pass. Once he started the pass below the line, then Jeff did move down there, but did not cross the line himself. So by NASCAR's rule and by NASCAR ruling, he had more than 2 tires over that line to make a pass, did not give it back. He will be penalized for it.
Okay, thank you for that. KP, you want to stay in the booth for the interviews, or?
No, I'm good. I have stuff I have to get going and doing, but thank you to everyone out there who's watching us, and thank you to our drivers. I thought overall it was a very fun race tonight. And we'll be back next week. We'll be back Friday, and then on Monday again. So thank you to everyone for doing that. Sam, thank you as well for everything you're doing. And please continue on with the interviews.
Thank you. That was KP joining me in the booth just to clarify something else, just to clear things up for the race finish there. So we are going to bring in our actual... Sorry, Jeff. Sorry to cut you off there, Jeff, but we're going to bring you in for this one. Controversial end to the race, but due to the ruling by league admins, you do pick up the race win here tonight. What an exciting end to the race, though.
That whole race was exciting. It was a lot of fun, man. But yeah, I get the W. I mean, I think he knew that he might not be able to do that. And he said, when I said, man, I don't think that's cool. And he said, I'll take whatever they say. And I think they're going to give him the end of the longest on lap 1 cars or whatever. But it was a great race. Give a shout out to my teammates. Everybody was in there racing together. We tried to race as a team, and my brother-in-law Jonathan Williams was watching, and my son Kyle was watching, so I got to give my 2 boys a shout out. And yeah, what a race, man. A lot of fun. Led 53 laps. I don't ever get to do that at a super speedway.
Absolutely. You led the most laps here tonight. It didn't come without its troubles, though. You had a scary moment earlier on in the race, and then you had that spin with Ray Black Jr. after he collided with your teammate Chris Walker. Just talk us through that. I'm guessing you were just basically a victim of circumstance in that one.
Yeah, that first one was me. I was reaching and fetching, man. I hit the apron there, and I can't believe I saved it, and much less stayed up there with those cars. But anyway, we saved that one, and yeah, some close racing. I got clipped and got sent to the infield, and was able to restart and came back up. I was running about 3rd, and then something else happened, and I had to use my other reset. But I don't know, man. It was a lot of fun. It was fun to see what the truck would do, going from the back to the front. Had a lot of fun racing Chris and Ray Black, and Rob Jenkins was helping me out there, and I was fine to stay behind Brandon there with the first restart, and then I don't know what happened to him after I got KO'd. So, good race though, good way to start out the season, man. I'll take it.
Yeah, definitely a good way to start out the season. And next week, we started off strong here tonight with that win, but moving ahead, we go to from one extreme to another as we head to Phoenix. Just what are your thoughts going into that one?
Oh, I think it'll be fun. I'm usually pretty decent at Phoenix, and these guys will. I don't know. To me, it's the whole thing is I'm still getting used to these pedals, man. You know, so I'll just have to see. You gotta hit the brakes at Phoenix. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to the season. I'm sorry I missed the Cup race on Friday. I had some family stuff to do, but we'll be there next week for the second Cup race of the season too. And I appreciate Kevin and Willie and Byron and everybody that puts on this league. And like I said, my teammates there at No Limit Racing and all the guys in the Default channel, give them a shout out as well.
Absolutely. Well, Jeff, you started off the season strong. Controversial ending to the race, as we've already pointed out, but still came home with the win here tonight, and congratulations on that. Very strong start to the season. And yeah, we'll see you this Friday when we go to Phoenix with the Cup cars.
Thank you, my friend. You have a good week.
You too. As that was our first place finisher, Mr. Jeff Hollingsworth. We're going to bring in our second place finisher, Mr. Robert Dudley, promoted to second place after Tanner Costa got the end of the longest line. Robert, it's a very up and down race for yourself, but you've managed to drag your truck back to second place. I've got to be a very happy man in the number 49 there.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Sam. I was dragging that truck back. For about the last 15, 20 laps, I wasn't even under full engine power. How in the heck I got second or third, I have no idea.
Yeah, you definitely had some up and downs. I mean, got into a few scrapes, a few incidents there, but great testament to yourself, though. You kept your head down and you kept yourself in it, and through all three green-white checkered attempts, you managed to stay there. And with all the controversy that was going on at the end, KP actually put you up to second, so you are confirmed for a second place finish. So congratulations on that one. So just give us your thoughts on the race as a whole. I know you had a very difficult one yourself there.
The race is very tiring. I came with the strategy to run, towards the back of the lead pack, and ran all right for a while, and then got caught up in that. Well, I missed the first two cautions, and I don't see how I missed that. But then it seems like after that, I got up front and started getting into everything up there. So I went to the back again and got into them again. So my strategy I had tonight didn't work at all.
Well, I think your strategy must have been to survive tonight, but survive you did. Moving on to next week, though, or even this Friday, because we've got the Cup cars this Friday. We head to Phoenix, which is a completely different track to this one. Just give us your thoughts going on to that one.
Well, yeah, my home used to be my home track. I used to live in Arizona, about 15 miles from that track. I love running that track. Yeah, I like it a lot better than these super speedways. I'm hoping for a top 10 over there.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the second place here tonight, Robert. It's been well deserved considering everything you've been through tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to for tonight's result?
Yeah, sure. I'd like to give a shout out to you, Sam, for broadcasting the races and doing all the work you do, and Kevin putting out the league and everything they do. Give a shout out to my son, Tyler, who watches, my dad, Arliss, who watches the races and my streams, and my beautiful wife, Jessica. And also my teammates, No Limit Racing, Jeff Hollingsworth, Ron Holyfield, Chris Walker. And that's about it.
Also a special shout out to all the people that do all the hard work at the ALS Association.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say that last. And also the ALS Society, the Alabama chapter, who allows me to put their logos on my truck in memory of my sister, in honor of my sister, and I appreciate it very much.
Absolutely. Well, Robert Dudley, second place here at Daytona. Congratulations, and we'll see you at Phoenix.
Thank you, Sam. You take care, buddy.
Thank you. As that was our second place finisher, Mr. Robert Dudley. We're going to bring in our third place finisher now, Mr. Jordan Barry, promoted to third place after Tanner Costa was demoted to the tail end of the field. Jordan, very up and down race for yourself, but you managed to bring it home for third place. You've got to be happy with that position.
Yeah, definitely. It was a rough race, up and down, lap down. Didn't get the lucky dog, but all in all, it was a good time again.
Not bad for a driver who was running the wrong number on his car or his truck all night.
No, I thought I fixed that. I'm sorry.
It's okay, but anyway, yeah, very up and down race for yourself. Got into a few scrapes there, especially at the end there. Still managing to claw it back for a third place. Very strong start for yourself. I mean, you were one lap down at one point. You were able to claw it back. You must have been proud with your comeback at the end there.
Yeah, I have to say, I have to thank Bouchard. We kind of pushed ourselves to the front there. Yeah, both of us run at about 2,300 RPMs at idle, so we both had engine damage, but we were able to work together in another caution, and then it's just a matter of running out the last 2 laps.
Absolutely. Well, Jordan, congratulations on the third place here. Moving on to the next race, though, we go from one extreme to another as we head to the hot climates of Arizona and Phoenix International Raceway, or ISM as they call it now. What are your thoughts going to that one as we slow things down a bit there?
It's always interesting. If I'm not mistaken, we're running the open dog leg, so that kind of makes things even more interesting. But I quite enjoy that track as long as it doesn't get clogged up in the front stretch.
Absolutely. It's definitely going to be a fun time there as they slow things down at Phoenix. One more thing before I let you go. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out for tonight's third place?
Absolutely. I got some friends watching and grandparents that quite enjoy it. Obviously, you guys in the booth, it's fun to re-watch them back and just kind of running with Stokes and Bouchard. They're teaching me lots.
Okay, well, Jordan Barry finishing third place there. We will see you at the next race in Phoenix.
Thanks again.
That was our third place driver, Mr. Jordan Barry. So, interesting race there. Very exciting at the end there, but unfortunately ended in controversy. We're going to go back and actually take a look at that. Why he was given a penalty there. We're going to go back and look at Tanner Costa's last lap there because he was penalised. So we're going to go back and take a look and see what happened here. So we'll go back as far as here. And you can see Tanner Costa got one hell of a run off Lonnie Barrington. Tanner Costa got giving Barrington the push there through turns 1 and 2. Managed to close up. Barrington got pushed up to the wall there, and this is why he got the penalty there. He had all 4 wheels below the yellow line. We're going to take another look at that again. Let's go back about 5 seconds. Right there, he was all 4 wheels below the yellow line, and that was enough for the league management to penalise him with the penalty there. Let's go to a right rear. You can see definitely there. And there, he was below the yellow line. You can see it there. You see Jeff Hollingsworth to the right, Costa to the left. And he was definitely below the yellow line there. Lots of controversy, but definitely the right call by league management here at Daytona. And Tanner Costa probably not going to be happy with the result of that, but definitely the correct call by league management. And he's got to basically just lick his wounds and move on to the next one. But anyway, that is going to do it. Let's bring up the results, though, before we go any... Let's put some music on. So, while we go to the results here, let's take a look at the results here, actually. As Tanner Costa is shown in the lead there, but he was put to the back of the field. So Jeff Hollingsworth going to take the win here. Robert Dudley in second. John Barry in third, Lonnie Barrington in fourth, Chris Bouchard in fifth, Johnny Antonucci sixth, seventh will be Matthew Tyrrell, eighth will be Rob Jenkins, and ninth will be Kevin Paskowicz. 10th will be Ray Black Jr., 11th will be Tanner Costa off the EOL. And, oh my god. Hoot Baker, Will Glynn will claim 12th. 13th will be Hoot Baker. 14th, Sean Weaver. 15th will be Devon Doss. 16th will be Brandon Stokes. 17th, Ron Holyfield. 18th will be Ronnie Osmer. 19th, Tyler Vickery. And round out the top 20 will be David Bigger. 21st will be Mark Jenkins. 22nd will be Chris Walker. 23rd will be Travis Zedema. 24th will be Michael Atkins Jr. 25th will be Mike Whitaker. And first driver to put it on the hauler was Chad Witt. Well, that is it for us here tonight. The first race is in the books with the Pasky's Cardiac Truck Series. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, we do have the Pasky's Cardiac Cup Series coming to you live on ESPN from Phoenix. And then Saturday we'll see the return of the NASCAR Online Series as they turn to the road course racing at Sonoma. But for now, and then Sunday we have the special race from Watkins Glen, the 6 Hours of the Glen. Make sure you join us for that one. Show your support as we'll be on the track live for that race. That will be kicking off at 10 a.m. Eastern. But for now, that is it for us. All that's left for me to say is keep it clean, keep it green, and we will see you on Friday from Phoenix with the Pasky's Cardiac Cup Series. Good night.